presentation of an adaptation that is definitely different than the traditionally presented Diary of Anne Frank. But I have a feeling that you're going to be both intrigued and also entertained by our very talented cast of actors. We have worked a very long time together. We've been through times when we wondered if we didn't get the show together. But I've been so proud working with these students and working with this class and all the families involved. I would like to thank all the families who helped. This wouldn't have happened if it hadn't been for you. I would also like to thank Kurt and Call for stepping in and also being a part of this presentation. I would like to ask that there be no flash photography during the performance so as not to distract the actors. And also, if you have a cell phone on you, I would like you to either turn it off or put it on silence. And now I would like you to sit back, relax, and allow us to present to you the Diary of Anne Frank.
Yes. Yes.
It's after 6. Please don't stay up here, Mr. Funk. What's the use in torturing yourself like this for?
I've come to say goodbye. I'm leaving, Mimi.
You're leaving? What do you mean? Where are you going? Where are you going?
I don't know yet.
Mr. Funk, you can't leave here. This is your home. Amsterdam is your home. Now that the war is over, there are things that need attending to. Your business is here. It's waiting for you. Please.
I can't stay in Amsterdam, Mimi. Holds too many memories for me. Everywhere there's something. The house we used to live in, the school, even the street organ playing out there. I am not the man that you used to know me. I am a bitter, old man. But forgive me. I should not be speaking to you like this. Not after all that you did for us. The suffering.
No, it wasn't suffering. You can't say that we suffered.
I know what you went through. You and Mr. Crawler. I remember it as long as I live. But come, Eve.
Oh, Mr. Funk, there are papers and notes, and we found them in a heap of rubbish on the floor after you left.
Burn them.
But Mr. Funk, there are letters, there are notes, and there's all
Burn
these
them.
things.
All of them.
Burn this.
Anne's diary. Monday, the 6th of July, 1942. 1942. Is it possible? Only 3 years ago. Dear Diary, since you and I are going to be great friends, I will start by telling you about myself. My name is Anne Frank. I am 13 years old. I was born in Germany the 12th of June, 1929. As my family is Jewish, we immigrated to Holland when Hitler came to power. My father started a business importing spice and herbs. Things went well for us until 1940. Then the war came, and the Dutch defeat, followed by the arrival of the Germans. Things got very bad for the Jews.
You could not do this, and you could not do that. They forced Father out of his business. We had to wear yellow stars. I had to turn in my bike. I couldn't go to Dutch school anymore. I couldn't go to the movies, or ride an automobile, or even a streetcar, and a million other things. But somehow, we children still managed to have fun. Yesterday, Father told me we were going into hiding. Where? He wouldn't say. At 5 o'clock this morning, Mother woke me and told me to hurry and get dressed. I was to put on as many clothes as I could. It would look too suspicious if we walked along carrying suitcases. It wasn't until we were on our way that I learned where we were going. Our hiding place was to be upstairs, in the building where Father used to have his business. 3 other people were coming in with us. The Van Daens, their son Peter. Father knew the Van Daens, but we had never met them.
Something's happened to them. I know it.
Now, Curly,
Mr. Fromm said he'd be here at 7 o'clock. He said.
they have 2 miles to walk. You can't expect...
They've been picked up by the Greek police. I know it.
You see? Ah, Mr. Van Dam, Mrs. Van Dam. There were too many green police on the streets. We had to take the long way around.
And
My wife, Edith, Mr. and Mrs. Van Dam, their son Peter, and my daughter, Margot and Anne.
I'm sorry, there's still so much confusion.
Oh, please, please, do not think of it. After all, we'll have plenty of leisure to arrange everything ourselves.
It's true. We put the medicine right over here. Your supplements are under here, and your linens are back there.
thank you, Minnie.
We did make up the beds the way Mr. Frank and Mr. Crawler said to. Oh, now I have to go. I had to pick up some ration books for you. They're on the other side of town.
Ration books. But if they see our names on ration books, they'll know we're here.
There isn't
Just
anything.
don't worry. Your names won't be on them. I'll be up later.
Goodbye, Dee.
It's illegal then? The ration books? You've never done anything illegal before.
We won't be living exactly according to regulations here.
This isn't the black market, Mrs. Fromm. This is what we call the white market, helping all the hundreds and hundreds who are hiding out in Amsterdam.
It's the best little way.
I must go. I must be out of here and downstairs before the workmen get here. Me, or I, or both of us will be up each day to bring you food. and news, and find out what your needs are. Tomorrow I'll get you a better bolt for the door at the foot of the stairs. It needs a bolt that you can throw yourself and only open at our signal. Oh, you'll tell them about the noise?
Oh, yes, I will tell them.
Goodbye then.
Goodbye, Mr. Kohler.
How can we ever thank you?
I never thought I'd live to see a day when a man like Mr. Frunk would have to go into hiding. When you think...
What did he mean about the noise?
First, let's take off some of these clothes.
It was apparent that we weren't picked up walking on the streets. We Petronella, that fur coat in July. Oh, and that cat of Peter's crying all the way.
Accounts, and please. It's all right. I've got 3 more.
Now, about the noise. While the men are in the building below, we must have complete quiet. Every sound can be heard down there. Not only in the workrooms, but in the offices too. Now, the men arrive around 8:30 and leave about 5:30. So, to be perfectly safe, from 8 in the morning until 6 in the evening, we must move only when it is absolutely necessary, and then in stocking feet. We cannot speak above a whisper. We cannot run any water on it. We cannot use the sink, or even, forgive me, the WC. The pipes run down through the workrooms. It would be heard. No trash must ever be thrown out that might reveal something. No trash must ever be thrown out that might reveal someone is living here. Not even a potato can. We must burn everything in the stove at night. This is the way we must live until it is over, if we are to survive.
Until it is over.
But after 6, we can move about. We can talk, laugh, read, and play games, just like we would at home. And now let me see what it is. Now I think it would be wise, yes, it would be wise if we were all to go to our rooms and were settled before 8 o'clock. Mrs. Fondon, you and your husband will sleep in the side room. I regret that there is no room there for Peter, but he will be here with us. And this is to be our common room, where we'll gather to talk, eat, and read, just like one family.
But, where do you and Mrs. Frank sleep?
This room is also our bedroom.
Oh, no. We'll sleep here. You take the side room.
Please, please, I have thought this out for weeks. It is the best arrangement. The only arrangement.
Never can we thank you, Mr. Frank. I don't know what would have happened to us if it hadn't been for you.
You don't know how much your husband helped me. When I first came to this country, knowing no one, not able to speak the language, I could never repay your husband for that. May I help you with your things?
No. Come on.
You're all right, Peter. You're not afraid.
Please.
You too must have some rest today. You didn't close your eyes at all last night. Nor you, Margaret.
I thought it. Isn't that funny? I knew it was the last night in my own bed. Yes, I thought so.
I'm glad, Anne. Now you'll be able to help me straighten things in here. You'll come with me. You and Margaret rest in the side room for the time being.
Are you sure? I could help, really. And Anne hasn't had a milk yet.
I'll give it to you.
You sure you're not tired, Anne?
I can come. I'm going to help Father.
Oh, Peter, I'm so glad you're to be here with us.
Yes, Mrs. Front.
Oh, and Peter, it's best that you take off your shoes now, before you forget.
What's your cat's name?
Mushi.
Moosey. I love cats. I have one. A Dublin cat. But they make me leave her behind. I left some food and a note for the neighbors to take care of her. But I'm going to miss her terribly. What's yours? A him or her?
He's a Tom. He doesn't really like strangers.
Well, I guess I'll just have to stop being a stranger then, won't I? You fixed?
Huh?
Did you have it fixed?
No.
Oh, you ought to have it fixed. You better invite him. Where did you go to school?
Jewish secondary.
But that's where Margaret and I go. I never saw you.
I used to see were always in the middle of a bunch of kids.
Well, why didn't you come over?
Sort of a lone wolf.
What are you doing?
Taking it off.
But they'll arrest you if you go without your star.
Who's going out?
Oh, well, of course we don't need him anymore. Oh, I wonder what our friends will think when we don't show up today.
I didn't have any dates with anyone.
Oh, I think. I can date with Yuki DeWolf, play ping pong at her house. Do you know Yuki? She's my best friend.
No.
Oh, I wonder what she'll think when she tells them. And there's no answer. She'll probably go over to the house. Oh, goodness, what will she think? We left everything as if we'd suddenly been called away. Breakfast dishes in the sink, bed's not made. Oh, what are you going to do with yours?
Burn it.
It's funny. I can't.
Can't throw. You can't throw something they branded you with that they made you wear so they could spit on you? What?
Well, it is the Star of David after all.
Maybe it's different for a girl.
Forgive me, Pedro. Now, let me see. We must find something for your cat to sleep in. I'm very glad that you brought your cat, Pedro. I was feeling so badly about hers. Here we are. Will it be comfortable in this?
Thanks.
And upstairs is to be your room, Pedro. But I must warn you, you cannot go any more, not an inch, or you'll have to sleep with your feet under the skylight. Yes. Are you hungry?
No.
We have bread, butter.
Oh, no, thank you.
You can have it for luncheon then. And tonight we'll have a real supper. Our first supper together.
Thanks.
That's a nice boy, Pedro.
He's awfully shy, isn't he?
You'll like him, I know.
Oh, I certainly hope so, since he's the only boy I'm likely to see for months and months.
And there's a box there. Were you looking for it?
You know, I'm going to think of it here. A boarding house. A very peculiar sort of boarding house. Father, my movie stars! I was wondering where they were. And Queen Wilhelmina! How wonderful!
There's something more. Go on, look further.
A diary. I've never had a diary before. I've always longed for one. Pencil. Father, I'm going down to the office to get a pencil.
No.
But there's no one down there right now.
Doesn't matter. Don't want you to go beyond that door.
Never? Not even on Sunday? Can't I go down to listen to the radio?
Never. I'm sorry, Anne. Just isn't safe. No, you must never go beyond that door. It will be hard, I know. But always remember this, Anne. There are no walls, no locks, no bolts that anyone can put on your mind. People bring us books. We'll read history, mythology, poetry. And, as a matter of fact, between you and me, being here has certain advantages for you. For example, do you recall the battle you had with your mother the other day on the subject of overshoes? You said, oh, of course.
I expect I should be describing what it feels like to go into hiding, but I really don't know yet myself. I only know it's funny never to be able to go outdoors, never to breathe fresh air, never to run and shout and jump. It's the silence
in
of
the
the
night
night
that
that
frightens
frightens
me
me most.
most. Every time I hear a creak in the house, or a step on the street outside, I'm sure they're coming for us. The days aren't so bad. At least we know that Smeep and Mr. Collar are down there below us in the office. Our protectors, we call them. I asked Father what would happen to them if the Nazis found out they were hiding us. Pim said they would suffer the same fate that we would. Imagine. They know this, and yet, when they come up here, they're always cheerful and gay, as if there was nothing in the world to bother them. Friday. 21st of August, 1942. Today I'm going to tell you our general news. Mother is unbearable. She insists on treating me like a baby, which I loathe. Otherwise, things are going better.
Disappear. They surround the block, the Nazis surround the block and search house by house. Hundreds are being deported. People you and I know, the Halsteins, the Wessels, they get their callers. Come to the Jewish theater on such and such a day and time. Bring only what you can carry in your rucksack. And if you refuse the call letters, they take you and drag you off from your house and ship you off to Mauthausen, the death camp.
Oh no! Do you know the DeWalls? Do you know what has become of them? Their daughter Yopi is in my class. She's my best friend.
They are gone,
Gone?
with all the others.
No, not Yopi!
Do you know where Ryan is? He lives across the street from us. Do you know where maybe...
I think we should save these questions until later. I'm sure that Mr. Odoso would like to be settled before supper.
Thank you, I would. I brought very little with me.
I'm sorry that you cannot give you a room for yourself, but I do hope you won't be too uncomfortable. We've had to make some strict rules here, a schedule of hours and such. We'll explain after supper. And will you take Mr. Odoso to his room?
You'll come with me, Mr. President.
Forgive me if I haven't really expressed my gratitude for all of you. This has been such a shock to me. I always thought of myself as Dutch. I was born in Holland, my father was born in Holland, and my grandfather. And now, after all these years, if you'll excuse me.
The news sounds so bad, doesn't it? It's so different from the way Mr. Crawler tells it. Mr. Crawler says things are improving.
I wish Frolic was better.
Well, you're going to share a room with me.
I'm a man who's always lived alone. I haven't had to address myself to others. I hope you'll bear with me until I learn how.
Let me help you. Have you always lived alone? Have you no family at all?
No one.
Oh, you must be terribly lonely.
I'm used to it.
Oh, I don't think you can ever get used to it. Didn't you have a pet, cat, or a dog?
I have an allergy for fur-bearing animals. They give me asthma.
Peter has a cat.
In here?
Yeah,
Has it here?
yeah, but we hardly ever see it. He keeps it in his room. I'm sure it'll be all right.
Let us hope so.
That is your bed there. I sleep over here. We cleared these shelves off for your things. And the best part about this room is you can look out the window and see a bit of the canal below. There's a houseboat. A Watson was there with his family. They have a baby, and he's just beginning to walk. And I'm so afraid he's going to fall off the canal someday. I watch him.
Your father's with the schedule.
Oh, yes. It's mostly about the times he has to be quiet. And the times for the WC. You can use it now if you like.
Thank you. No.
I suppose you think it's awful, me talking about a thing like that. But you don't realize how important it can be, especially when you're frightened. About this room, the way Margaret and I did it, she had the room to herself in the afternoons for reading, studying, you know, and I took it in the mornings. Would that be all right with you?
I'm not my best in the morning.
Well, you take the room in the mornings then. I'll have it in the afternoons.
Tell me, when you're in here, what happens to me? Where am I spending my time? In there with all the people?
Yes.
I see.
We eat dinner at 6:30.
Then if you don't mind, I'd like to lie down for 10 minutes before eating. I find it helps the digestion.
Of course. I hope I'm not going to be too much of a bother to you. I seem to be able to get everyone's back up.
Don't worry. I get along very well with children. My patients all bring their children to me because they know how well I get along with them. So don't you worry about that.
Thank you, Mr. Dussel. And yesterday, I finished Suzanne Martzell's latest book. I finished. She's a first-class writer. I shall definitely bet my children to be read. Monday, the 21st of September, 1942. Mr. Dussel and I had another battle yesterday. Yes, Mr. Dussel. According to him, nothing, I repeat, nothing is right about me. My appearance, my character, my manners. thought, sometime I'll give you such a smack you'll fly right into the ceiling.
Why is
Isn't
it
every
every grown-up
adult knows thinks he
know the
has the
way
right
to
to
bring
bring
up
up children?
particularly the grown-ups that never had any? I keep pushing Petra was a girl instead of a boy. Then I would have someone to talk to. Margaret's a darling, but she takes everything too seriously. But pause for a moment on the subject of Mrs. Van Dam. I must tell you that her attempts to flirt with father are getting her nowhere. Pim, thank goodness, won't play. So little we parents can do to guide our children. We can only point the way, lead by example. The rest you must do yourself. Build your own character.
I'm trying. Really, I am. Every night before I go to sleep, I think back on the wrong thing. Like putting that wet mop in Mr. Duss's bed. I tell myself that was wrong. I'm never going to do that again. Of course, I may just make it worse, but at least we'll never do that again. I really do have a nicer side, Father. A sweeter, nicer side. But I'm scared to show it. I'm afraid that if I'm nice and serious, people will laugh at me. So the good Anne stays on the inside, and the bad Anne comes on the outside. And I keep trying to switch them around and be who I'd like to be. Boring. The air raids are getting worse. They come over day and night. The noise is terrifying. Pim says it should be music to our ears. The more planes, the sooner will come the end of the war. Mrs. Van Gunn pretends to be a fatalist. What will be. But when the planes come over, who is the most frightened? No one else but Petronella. Monday, the 9th of November, 1942.
Wonderful news.
The
The Allies
Allies
have
landed
landed
in
in
Africa.
Africa. Pym says that we can look to an early finish to the war. Just for fun, he asked each of us what was the first thing we wanted to do when we got out of here. Mrs. Van Daan longs to be home with her own things. Her needlepoint chairs, the Bexton piano her father gave her, the best that money could buy. Pedro would like to go to a movie. Mr. Russo wants to get back to his dentist girl. He's afraid he's losing his touch. For myself, there are so many things. To ride a bike again, to laugh till my belly aches, to have new clothes from the skin out, to have a hot tub filled to overflowing and wallow in it 2 hours, to be back in school with my friends. We thank thee, O Lord our God, ruler of the universe, who has sanctified us with thy commandments and bidden us kindle the Hanukkah lights. Praise be thou, O Lord our God, ruler of the universe, who has wrought wondrous deliverances for our fathers in days of old. Praise be thou, O Lord our God, ruler of the universe, that thou hast given us sustenance and life, and brought us to this happy season. Amen. We kindle the Hanukkah lights to remember the wonderful deeds wrought through the zeal with which God filled the hearts of the heroic Maccabees 2,000 years ago. They fought against indifference, tyranny, and oppression, and they restored our temple to us. May these lights always remind us that we should have a